Hello friends, or this time I am going to give a final touch to the poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. The last stanza is very important. It gives an alternative, presents an alternative to the society to resolve this problem. After a careful study of the last stanza, the poet has also tried to conclude, according to him, in the best possible manner. He says, this huge gap between the world of these children living in slums and the world of the rich and haves must be abridged. Who can abridge this gap? Who can fulfill this gap? And how it can be solved? The poet calls for governor, inspector, visitor, and important persons, VIP of society. They will have to come forward to resolve this issue. They must abridge the gap, this huge gap between these two different worlds. Otherwise, it would be meaningless to show a map showing the world for these children, because these children have no space, no place, no room in this world. Unless they do so, this map becomes their window, and these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs. Once again, through simile, the poet has compared their lives, their houses, slums like catacombs. They are lying shut in the catacombs. Catacombs means underground graves. Such kind of graves were erected in medieval age, especially in European countries, where dead bodies were kept like cemetery. They are shut. They are lying shut in the catacombs. And unless these important persons who deserve executive power, unless they show their attempt to abridge, to reduce this huge gap between them, they will be compelled to lead the life of dead bodies and shut, confined within catacombs. The poet, in a suggestive manner, or in a violent manner also, vehement manner it can be called, brick, oh brick, open till they brick the town and sow the children to green fields. Any wall, anything or everything that binds them must be broken. Their world, the world of the children, these poor and destitute children must be extended to the world open for them, to the blue world, where they can breathe in fresh air rising on the sands, and show the children to green fields. They must be left free to enjoy the beauty of nature like green fields, sands, seashore in the open sky, and make their world run azure on gold sands. They can play, they can enjoy there on the sands, and let their tongues run. Let their tongues run naked into books, the white and green leaves open. The poet suggests that they let them express their thoughts, their feelings themselves, without any check, without any hindrance, without any fear. They should be given opportunity to turn over the pages of books and wisdom, because the poet has belief, the poet is of belief that only education can bring about a drastic change in their life. Otherwise, these children would be compelled to lead their lives in living hells on the earth. At last, the poem comes to an end with a very significant line when the poet says, "History theirs, whose language is the sun." The common explanation given by different authors in their different books of these lines is confusing, in my opinion. But I am of the opinion that history is not met by reading books only. Only those can create history who make history. History remembers only those persons who make history. History does not remember those persons who merely read history and imitate. History remembers those persons whose language bears the heat of the sun, warmth of the sun. They can make history through their language. The poet, in two different lines, brick, oh brick, open till they brick the town. And the last line, history theirs, whose language is the sun, bear some different meanings also. But for you students, history is theirs, in whose language bears the heat of the sun, whose language bears wisdom, wit, and can create history. So this is the explanation, in my opinion, of this poem. In the next class, we will appear on this portal with some important questions important from the examination point of view and also their answers. Till then, be safe and enjoy yourself at home. Thank you.